Hello there. We start off with the first chapter of section C, that is statistics. Now we have another chapter, statistics, in section A, which is the compulsory one. So this is the optional one. So those who are opting for section C, they are supposed to go through this. Now there are so many different topics in this chapter, but due to the reduced syllabus, many topics have been cancelled. So we are going to limit our discussions to only those topics which are there pertaining to the reduced syllabus. And the first topic that which we are going to take up is the combined mean and standard deviation. And then we are going to take up the next topic, which is median, quartile, decile and percentile. Although decile and percentile are no more part of the syllabus, but we are just going to discuss it briefly just to give you the idea. So let us begin. Let mu1 and sigma 1 be the standard deviation of n1 number of observation. Now what is the idea? You are given a collection of data, and there are n1 number of data, and if you are finding the mean of that, then that mean is given to be mu1 and the standard deviation is given to be sigma 1. Now similarly, if there is another set of data, another set of n2 number of data, and the mean of that data is mu2 and standard deviation is sigma 2, then the combined mean of total data, say for example I am taking say I am collecting the weights of the students from 11 science and I have found the mean, and I am collecting the weights of students from 11 commerce and I am finding the mean. So the data of collecting weight from 11 science, that is your n1. So there are n1 number of student in 11 science, and I have collected all the weights and I have found the average of it, that is I have found the mean of it, so that is mu1. And similarly, if I collect the weight of all the students from 11 commerce, say there are n2 number of students and I have found out the mean of that, so that is mu2. So what will be the total mean of all the students of 11 science and commerce combined? So that is exactly what we are addressing right now. So if mu1 and mu2 are the separate means of n1 and n2 number of data, so what will be the mean, that is mu, of the total number of data, that is n1 plus n2, and that is given by n1 times mu1 plus n2 times mu2 by n1 plus n2. Fine. And if I am trying to find out the combined standard deviation, that is sigma, that is given by sigma is equals to under root n1 into sigma 1 square plus d1 square plus n2 into sigma 2 square plus d2 square by n1 plus n2, where obviously d1 and d2 are mu minus mu1 and mu minus mu2 respectively. Fine. So these are the formula. Now the good thing about statistics is that you just only need to remember the formula and apply the formula. That's it. So if you forget the formula, then definitely a very simple problem can go wrong. Right? Now this is for two different observations. Now if there are k number of observations, say for example I have got 4 or 5 different sections in a class and I am trying to collect the weight and I have found the mean, individual means. So what will be the combined mean? So to address that kind of situation, so let me consider there are n1 n2 ... nk number of observations. Then the combined mean will be n1 into mu1 plus n2 into mu2 plus ... nk into mu k by n1 plus n2 plus ... plus nk, and the combined standard deviation is going to be n1 into sigma 1 square plus d1 square plus n2 into sigma 2 square plus d2 square plus dot 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 so on till nk into sigma k square plus dk square divided by the sum. Now obviously what are di's? Di's are mu minus mu i's for all i's belong from 1 to k. So let us take few example and solve to understand this concept. So we take the first problem. The first problem is two samples of size 50 and 100 are given. The mean of the samples are 56 and 50 respectively. Find the combined mean of sample of 150. So this is our question. The question is, you are given two set of observation, one of size 50, one of size 100. The one which is having 50 data has got a mean of 56. One having 100 data has got a mean of 50. So I have to find the combined mean. So let us first write what are the things given. So n1 is given 50, mu1 is given 56, n2 is given 100, mu2 is given 50. So these are the values given. So therefore the combined mean is equal to this is the formula for finding the combined mean. So therefore let us just put the values. 50 into 56 plus 50 into 56, that is 2800 plus 5000 by 150, so that is 7800 by 150. So if you cancel this and this cancels, and then 15 and 780 cancels, this goes for 5 and 30 goes for 2. So therefore the combined mean is 52. Fine, that's how simple it is. Let us take the second problem. The second problem is let us take the second problem. The second problem is a sample of 35 values. A sample of 35 values has a mean of 80 and SD 4. A second sample of 65 values has a mean 70 and SD 3. Find the mean and SD of combined sample. Fine. So this is the question given. So in this question we have to find the mean as well as the standard deviation, that is SD, of the combined sample. So let me first write what are the things given. So N1 is 35, mu1 that is 80, sigma 1 that is 4. Then N2 that is 65, mu2 is 70, sigma 2 is 3. Fine. So therefore let us first find what is the combined mean, because we require it. So combined mean is N1 plus N2 here, N1 mu1 plus N2 mu2. So therefore this is, in the denominator we have 100, N1 mu1 that is 35 into 80 plus 65 into 70. So therefore 35 into 80 that is 70 into 4 that is 2800 plus this is 5 so therefore this is my combined mean 73.5. So now to find the combined standard deviation I need to find two values, that is D1 and D2. Now what is D1 and D2? D1 is basically mu minus mu1 and this is mu minus mu2. So 73.5 minus 80 that is minus 6.5 and this is 73.5 minus 70 that is 3.5. So I need these two values, minus 6.5 and 3.5. Now it really doesn't matter if it is negative or positive because it will get squared. So now what is sigma? That is the combined mean. It is under root n1 plus n2 in the denominator, n1 into sigma 1 square plus d1 square plus n2 into sigma 2 square plus d2 square. Now let us put the values. Now I am just going to write the final answer because the calculation is just left to you. Do the calculation and I am pretty much sure you will be getting the answer. So this is n1. n1 is your 35 times sigma 1 square that is 16 plus minus 6.5 squared, so that is 42.25, plus 65 into sigma 2 square, that is 9, plus 3.5 square, so that is 12.25, and all you need to do is go on doing the calculation to find the answer. Now in this case, let me just put the answer as it is. Please ensure that you calculate and check if you are getting the answer or not. So in this case, it is 5.848. Fine. So this is your answer. This is what it should come. Please calculate and check it. Then let us move to question number 5. Now let us take the next topic, that is trying to find the median and quartiles of ungrouped data. Now in this process we are also going to try finding out the deciles and percentiles as well, which we are going to give as a corollary. So now ungrouped data means the data are given as it is not grouped in the form of frequencies. So if I have x1 x2 dot 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 xn, which are the set of observations given, then we know that the median is given by n plus 1 by 2th value if n is odd, and average of n by 2th value and n by 2 plus 1th value if n is even. We have done this in our previous classes. Now instead of remembering the formula in this way where n is odd or n is even, let us give a unified formula. Unified formula means a formula which will be free of the fact that n is even or odd. It will be applicable to any kind of n. It will be it odd, be it even, doesn't matter. So that formula is basically n plus 1 by 2th value. How is it happening? Let us understand how it works. Say let us take one example. Say I am taking this example. Here I have got some data 9, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17 and 15. I arrange it first. Now always remember, for finding median in ungrouped data we all must arrange it in some order, be it ascending, be it descending, doesn't matter, but we must arrange it. After arranging, this is what you get. Now see how many data are given. We can see there are 7 data, so it is odd. So therefore the median is 7 plus 1 by 2th value, that is the 4th value, and that is equals to 11. Fine. Now let us take another example. Let us take the same example, but let me add one more data to it. So after adding one more data, I have this. Now there are 8 data values. So as there are 8 data values, it is even, but I told you that unified formula is same as n plus 1 by 2th value. So if I have n plus 1 by 2, that is 8 plus 1 by 2, that is 4.5th value. Now 4.5 is definitely not an integer, so you can't count 4.5th data in the given set of data. So how to account for that? So 4.5th value can be written as the 4th value plus 0.5, that is half of 5th value minus 4th value. So this is exactly something new which you haven't done previously, or if you have done previously, it's well and good. So therefore the median becomes the fourth value, that is 11, plus 0.5, that is half, times fifth value, that is 13, minus the fourth value, 11. After calculation, all we get is 12. So therefore the median is 12. Now if you just apply your old theory, that is as n is even, so the median is going to be average of the n by 2th value and n by 2 plus 1th value. You see, you are actually getting the average of 11 and 13, which is basically 12. So the formula holds here. So therefore this is the unified formula which we are going to make use of to find median of any data, doesn't matter the number of data being even or odd. So given this, let me define few other formulas which are pretty obvious. Now obviously, for any arranged set of data, and if there are n number of data, doesn't matter it is even or odd, then the median is given by n plus 1 by 2th value. The lower quartile, which is Q1, is given by n plus 1 by 4th value. The upper quartile is given by 3 into n plus 1 by 4th value. And rth decile. Now rth decile means obviously there are D1 to D9. Decile 1, first decile, second decile, like this till there are 9th decile. So the rth decile is given by r into n plus 1 by 10, whatever that value is. Then rth percentile is given the same way, it is r into n plus 1 by 100. Now r can range from 1 to 99 obviously, so there can be 99 different percentiles. Fine. So let us take a few problems once again and understand. Question number 3 is find the median, lower quartile, upper quartile and interquartile range of the following data. Now let me just write the data. It is given 3, 6, 8, 13, 15, 5, 21, 23, 17, 10, 9, 1, so these are the data given. So now let me first, to find any of these, I need to first arrange it in some order. So let me arrange it in ascending order. So what will be the ascending order? It is 1, 3, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 13, 12, 13, 15, 17, 18, 20, 21, 21, there are two 21s, and finally 23. So let me check. There are 4, 8, 12, 16. Here also 4, 8, 12, 16. So this is the arranged set of data. Fine. Now what I need to do, I need to find the median. Now I know what is median. Median is equals to n plus 1 by 12th value. Now how many values are there? There are 16 values, so it will be 16 plus 1 by 12th value, so that is 8.5th value. So that is equals to 8th value plus 0.5 times 9th minus 8th value. So let me first find which one is the 8th value. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 12 plus 0.5 into 9th value is 13 minus 12, that is 0.5. Let me write it here. So this is 12.5. So 12.5 is the median. Lower quartile, so Q1, it will be 16 plus 1 by 4th value. So basically 16 plus 1 is 17, 17 by 4 is 4.25th value. Now how to account for 4.25th value? So it is 4th value plus 0.25 times 5th value minus 4th value. So 4th value is 6 plus 0.25 is 1 by 4 into 5th value is 8, 8 minus, so this is 2, so this is 6.5. So lower quartile is 6.5. Fine. Q3, that is 3 into 17 by 4 value, or basically 3 into 4.25, so that is your 12.75th value. 12.75th value means 12th value plus 0.75 into 13th value minus 12th value. What is 12th value? 4, 8, 12. So 18 plus 0.75 is 3 by 4 times 20 minus 18, so that is 2. So this is 19.5. Right? So therefore these are your values. This is median, this is Q1, this is Q3. Now interquartile range means Q3 minus Q1. So I don't have a place to write, so interquartile range, that is Q3 minus Q1, 19.5 minus 6.5, that is 13. Fine. As you can see, it's a very small board, so I am a little bit clumsy, sorry for that, but if you are following line by line, then I hope there won't be any problem understanding. Let us move to the next question. Question number 4. Question number 4, we have a table. So let me first write the table. The question is all the same, so we have to find the median, quartiles and the interquartile range. So question number 4 is same. Find median, first lower quartile, upper quartile, interquartile range. So it is given so the variate and frequency, it is given 15, 18, 20, 22, 15, 18, 20, 22, 25, 27, 30. Frequency 4689, 46876. Okay, fine. So these are the values given. Now I need to find again the median and all the other values. Now this is not a group data. If you are thinking that this is a group data, this is not a group data. Why? Because in group data there has to be class intervals. So there is no class interval. So this is basically an ungrouped data only. But the repetitions of the same variate is so many times that we can't write it one after the other. So we have written it in a condensed form. So if we would have written this in a normal form, writing all the observation, then I would have had to write 15, 15, 15, 15, then 18, 18, 6 times, 28 times, like that. So it would have become very cumbersome. So therefore, just to help us out in writing it in a better way, so we have written it like this. So this is still an ungrouped data. This is not a group data. Now in this case, let us find out the cumulative frequency, because we required that. So cumulative frequency 4, 10, 18, 27, 34, 42, 48. So let that be. Now we know what is median. Median is n plus 1 by 2th value. Mind you, this is not a group data, so I am going to make use of the ungrouped formula only, not the grouped formula. So n plus 1 by 2th value. So n plus 1 by 2th value is, how many data is there? 48 data are there. So this will be 48 plus 1 by 2. So that is 24.5th value. Now you see 24.5th value will be here somewhere. The cumulative frequency is 27 here, so 24.5th value will be here only. So if 24.5th value is here, so you can see after 18 I have 27. That means the starting from the 19th value till 27th value, all are same, 22. So therefore 24.5th value is also going to be 22. So therefore your median is 22. Then Q1, that is n plus 1 by 4th value. So that is 49 by 4. 48 by 4 would have been 12. So 12.25. Now 12.25 lies here. It is one single value only. So therefore it is 20. Fine. Q3, 3 into n plus 1 by 4th value. So that is 3 into 49 by 4th value. So that is 36.75th value. Now 36.75 lies here in this one. So therefore it will be 27 only. Now once I have found Q1, Q3, so interquartile range, that is 27 minus 27. Fine. Now let us try to find out the median quartile or decile percentile of a group data. So let us be given this kind of a table where the class intervals are given L1, L2, Ln. These are the lower limits of the class interval. U1, U2, Un are the upper limits of the class interval. You already know how they are given. And F1, F2, dot, 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 Fn, they be the frequencies of each and every single class. Then the total number of observation is sum of all the frequencies, that is F1 plus F2 plus dot 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 plus Fn. And now our job will be to compute a cumulative frequency table. Now cumulative frequency, we already know there are two types of cumulative frequency. One is the less than, the other one is the more than, but in general we always compute the less than table. So compute any of the one of the tables, so it really doesn't matter whichever you want, but I am considering that I have drawn the less than type cumulative frequency. If I have drawn that, keeping that in mind, in that case the median class, our first job will be to identify the median class. And how to identify the median class? The class which is having the cumulative frequency equal to n by 2, that is the total number of observation divided by 2, or more than that. So need not necessarily be exactly half of that, half of the total observation. It can be even more than that also, but really doesn't matter. It must be n by 2. Then after we have identified the median class, then our job will be to identify few other things. The first thing that we need to identify is the lower limit of the median class. Let us call that small l. I have to identify then the width of the class, which is already given, frequency of the median class, then the cumulative frequency of the class preceding the median class, that is the class before that. And once we have identified all these values, then the median is given by this formula, which you have already done previously, I believe. That is L plus n by 2 minus Cf by f into h. So this is your median. Fine. Now obviously there are step deviation method and assumed mean method, so we are not going to go into those methods. We are just keeping it simple. We are going to make use of this one formula only, because you already have calculators, so it doesn't matter how big the numbers are becoming, you can always calculate. So following this way, following the same way, if I want to find the quartiles, say for example the lower quartile is going to be exactly the same thing. It's just that instead of median class, we have to identify the lower quartile class. And how to identify the lower quartile class? The lower quartile class is going to be the class having cumulative frequency 1/4 or more of the total number of observation. So it has to be n by 4 or more. And then rest of the work is same. So the lower quartile is going to be L plus n by 4 minus Cf by f into h, where obviously L, Cf and f are pertaining to the lower quartile class. Fine. And similarly, if I want to find upper quartile, then instead of n by 4, we have to look for the class having a cumulative frequency 3n by 4 or more. And after that, once we have identified all the other variables, then this is the formula for finding the upper quartile. Now in the same process, you can also find the deciles as well. So instead of quartiles, so if I want to find the decile, say dr, so first I need to find out the decile class, the rth decile class. How to find the rth decile class? Instead of 3n by 4, it will become rn by 10. So we have to find the class containing cumulative frequency equal to this or more than this. And then we have to identify all these values, whatever f, cf, l, and after that the dr formula is going to become dr is equals to L plus Rn by 10 minus Cf by f into h. Fine. Similarly for percentile, I will try finding out the percentile class, so that will be Rn by 100, and then after finding the percentile class, I will find the lower limit, frequency, cumulative frequency, all those data, feed into the same formula except here it will be Rn by 100 minus Cf. So the process is all the same. So this is how we do it. Fine. So now once again, let us take few problems to understand the topic. Right. Let us move to question number 5. Question number 5. Here I am given a grouped data and I am asked to calculate the median, Q1, Q3, P10, P90. Now there are percentile calculation as well, so I'll just show you one of the percentile calculation, the other will be similarly the same. Now the data is pretty big, so let me just write it once. Wage is given, number of workers is given, and I have to also calculate the cumulative frequency, so I'm just making the column. Now I'm doing it vertically, you could have done horizontally, no problem. Now it is given 15 to 19, 20 to 24, and so on it is given. Now obviously, okay, let me first write the question first, then I will do all the necessary changes. 25 to 29, 30 to 34, 35 to 39, 39 to, I'm sorry, 40 to 44, 49 to 50, 45 to 49, 50 to 54, 55 to 59, and 60 to 64. Now you can see this is not continuous, so I need to make them continuous. So let me do that. But before that, let me first write the 47, 59, 78, 104, 113, 81, 60, 52, 25. So I need to make this continuous, so let me just make it continuous first. So if I want to make it continuous, so instead of 15 to 19, so it will become 14.5 to 19.5, 19.5 to 24.5, 24.5 to 29.5, 29.5 to 34.5, fine. So these are the changed values. Next job will be to calculate the cumulative frequency. So this is 31, this is 78. Now 78 plus 59, that should be 137. 137 plus 78 should be, any guesses? 215, I think so, yes. And 215 plus 104 should be 319. 319 plus 113 should be 432. 432 plus 81 should be 513. 506.73. 5. I hope this is correct. So now let me calculate the median. Now before finding median, I need to find the median class. So what is the median class? Median class will be, this is your capital N, this is your capital N. So 650 divided by 2, 650 by 2, so that is 325. So any class containing this cumulative frequency or more. So therefore this is your median class. This is your median class, right? This is your median class. So once you have this, then obviously median will be equals to L plus N by 2 minus CF by F into H. Now what is L? L is the lower limit of the median class. So this is 39.5. 39.5 plus N by 2. N by 2 is 325 minus cumulative frequency of the previous class 319. So this is 319 divided by frequency of the median class, that is 113, into the class width. So this is 5, right? So this is 39.5 plus 325 minus 319 is basically 6 by 113 into 5. So that comes out to be somewhere around 39.77. Just check your calculation, it comes out to be 39.77. Fine. Then the next one, let us try finding the lower quartile. So for lower quartile, we have to find the lower quartile class. So the lower quartile class, that is Q1 class, that will be N by 4, or that is 650 by 4, that is 162.5. So any class containing this cumulative frequency or more. So I guess this is your Q1 class. So accordingly I need to just put all the values. So if I go on putting the values, then Q1 will be L plus N by 4 minus CF by F into H. So Q1, L will be the lower limit of the lower quartile class, so that is 29.5, plus N by 4 was 162.5 minus CF 137 by F 78 into 5. Once again, if you calculate, you will see you get 31.13. That is your lower quartile. Fine. Next, let us find Upper quartile you can find the same way. So let me try finding out P10. P10 means that is the 10th percentile. So for 10th percentile I will be doing the same thing the same way, or let me find this P90, 90th percentile. So the idea is all the same. Let me write it here only. So first P90 class. So I need to find which one is the P90 class. So P90 class will be actually 90 by 100n or 9 by 10n. So that is basically so P90 class is basically this. So therefore this is your 585. So any class containing this or more, so basically this is your P90 class. Now so P90 is going to be your L plus 90 by 90n by 100 minus CF by F into H. So L is your lower limit of the P90 class, so that is 54.5. 54.5 plus 585 minus CF of the previous class, that is 573 by 52 into 5. So once again do all the calculation and check. Your answer is supposed to come 55.65. Fine. So that is your grouped data. So how to calculate median, quartiles, percentile, or in case deciles of group data. Now there are a few other questions. Now I am just doing it. The next question is not part of your syllabus pertaining to this reduced one, but I think you should know, because when we are doing this chapter we should complete it. So therefore let us take this next type of question involving percentiles. So these are a little bit of theoretical question involving percentiles. So let us deal with that. The question is, so this is your last question. The question is, a distribution is given. So let me first write the distribution. So this is the marks and number of student. This is given. So I also write the CF column because I will always require it. So marks is 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, and then it is given 50 and above. 50 and above means it is 50 to 60. So therefore 3, 7, 11, 12, 3, 7, 11, 12, 23, 4. Right? This is the question given. Now, what the question is given, that if 55% of the students pass, if 55% of the students pass the test, find the minimum marks obtained by a passing candidate. So find the passing marks. Find the pass marks. So this is basically the question. Now, how to deal with this? So before that, let me first write what is the cumulative frequency. That is 3, 10, 21, 33, 56, 60. So let me keep it handy. Now, the question is asking, if 55% of the student pass the test, then find the pass marks. Now, if 55% student pass, if 55% of students pass, then 45% of students have failed. I think there is nothing, no doubt about that. Now, what is the meaning of this 45% student have failed? That is, all the students who have got 45 percentile or less have failed. In joint exam or any kind of competitive exam, you will see the scores are given in the form of percentiles. So the percentiles mean if somebody has got say 98 percentile means that student has scored all the way above the 98% of rest of the student, or that student has scored more than 98% of rest of the student. So therefore, when I'm saying that 45% of students have failed, that means any student who has scored 45 percentile or less has failed. So therefore, let me first find out what is the 45 percentile. Now 45 percentile, that is P45, whatever is the value, that is the threshold value which a student must get in order to pass, because P45 is the value which the students have not managed to secure, therefore they have failed. So therefore, to find P45, let me find what is the P45 class. Now P45 class means 45 by 100 into the total number. Total number is 60. So this cancels, this cancels. This is 3, this is 5. So this is 27. So therefore, any class containing cumulative frequency, so this is your 45 class. This is your P45 class, this class. Fine. So now let us calculate what is P45. So P45, what is the lower limit? 30 plus 45 by 100 n, that is 27, minus the cumulative frequency above, that is 21, divided by the frequency of the class, 12, into the class width, 10. So that is equals to 30 plus 6 by 12 into 10. $35. So therefore, 35 is the marks which 45% of the students failed to secure. 35 or above, that is the marks 45% of the student failed to secure. So therefore, the passing marks is 35. So this is your passing . This is your passing marks. Fine. So that's it. That is the class. If you find any doubt, please do ask and get it clarified. Thank you.